Isn't it frustrating when you go to build a puzzle and you realize you're missing pieces? You want to take this puzzle and you want to throw it away. Don't do that! Turn it into something else. I'm going to teach you how to make some art using puzzle pieces. What's the hot design trend this season? Gnomes. They're everywhere. So we're going to turn this puzzle, or any puzzle that you have that you're missing pieces, and you're going to turn it into a little gnome. All puzzle pieces. Or if you don't like this size, I'm going to show you how to make this big one. So grab a piece of cardboard, find a picture that inspires you, and start drawing. I have a real simple gnome that I found off the internet. I'm not going to do it perfectly like that. I'm going to make my own little shape, but use that as the template, if you will. Simply going to cut it out. And there it is, all cut out, ready to go. I'm going to paint this black, let the paint dry, and there it is, all set. Got to make a plan. This is my gnome plan. Got puzzle pieces here. I'm going to use the reverse side of all of these, and I'm going to lay them out on top of the cardboard piece, being mindful that there's center pieces and end pieces. End pieces obviously are good to round corners and put an edge. So I'm carefully just lining this all up, and I'm laying it on my little plan. Have a shoe, laid it under the brown shoe thing, and then I'm now doing another one. Got 2 shoes done. So I went ahead and did just that with all the other sections, marking them all where they're going to go. I'm going to paint all of these. There's my paint. Paint them all, let it dry. And there they are, ready to be laid out on the cardboard. So working my plan, I'm going to do the edge of the hat, the brim of the hat, if you will. I want to line up a flat piece, edge piece, if you will, along the brim, just so I can make a border. I already laid this out once, so I kind of know what my plan is, and I have them designated in their areas, so all of this white will end up as the gnome's beard. I'm going to do a third piece here all the way up to the nose, and I'm going to stop because I want to then round the nose. And my pieces, I end up using more than just the puzzle that I had. So these pieces are thicker. So I have to account for that, which is perfect because his nose would have some dimension. It would be out from his face. So I'm just using simple hot glue here to stick this. Puzzle pieces can be heavy here. His nose is done, and now I'm going to do the other side brim of the hat there. Again, the edge is at the top, at the underside of the brim there. And I kind of, once I get the edge across, I can go back in and fill in where I feel I would like some more pieces. So I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to actually work on his feet. Same concept as before. I'm choosing the edges for around the top and the bottom of his shoe, and I'm layering them just so I don't see the cardboard beneath. And again, I'm using more than one puzzle, so I have various sizes to play with. I'm going to go back up to this beard. There's a lot of pieces here, and I have, again, the ends are going to be for the outskirt of his beard, so the outer portion. And where there's a hole, I'm just going to fill it in. Take those pieces down, and then you can be as creative as you'd like. I want to make some long rows, and as you can see, I completed that and layered it in. I'm going to do the red. I want to do a red and gray hat, and so I'm just going to lay it out. Same concept, but this time I'm going to put the edge along the edge of the beard and the top of the nose. Did that all the way across the top, and then I'm going to just figure out what is the space in between in order to do that gray. I don't really want the gray and the red to kind of overlap so much as a flat row. So I just want to kind of lay it in there, and then the puzzle pieces, the gray ones, actually are not 100% flat against the cardboard. I did that intentionally. I just kind of like the look of that. It would be kind of bunched like real fabric might look. It'll add to the texture of the piece. So I decided I'm going to have this little gnome holding a wreath. My inspiration had a heart, but it's the holiday season. This will last us all winter long. So I chose 2 shades of green, and I alternated the lighter green, the darker green, just to kind of form a circle. I went again 2 sections. I added 2 little tiny hands and a red bow just for fun. And looking at the end of his tassel hat, I felt it needed something, so I put a little white puzzle piece to look like a snowflake. You could lean this against the wall or something, but I want to be able to make this a wall hanging. So I just took some red wire and twisted it together, and I'm going to stick it on the back to be able to make a wall hanging here. This is a thicker cardboard, and there's a lot of puzzle pieces, so I'm going to use some extra hot glue here. Make sure that's stable, and then let it dry. It's ready. There you go. It's a large puzzle gnome and a tiny little friend. It's pretty cute on a shelf. You could hang it from the wall or whatever, but here you can see that my puzzle pieces overlap and the gray ones are not exactly on the cardboard. You can clearly see my beard rows all the way down. A lot of fun to make, super simple. What a great way to recycle, upcycle really, some fun puzzle pieces. Thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays.